Morning everybody, welcome back to Scallywag TV. Saturday the 27th for the South Mole Island race, Warwick. This is going to be a beauty. Just to set this up for you, there's a lot going through the minds of this crew here. As you can see, we're in Dent Passage and it's quite narrow, a lot of current going south-north and a lot of wind going south-north. So she's a black flag start, was. What would you be thinking about? Not braking?
Well, that's a given. But this will be really exciting. We've got 20 to 25 knots. As you said, the Mole Island races, so we go around the tip of South Mole, which from here to there is going to be an absolute blast. I mean, we've got plenty on. It's going to be about 130 true wind angle. The boys are plugging in an A3 chute, the biggest, most powerful thing there is. We're going to be fully canted, have the rear tanks topped up 1.7 tonne, suck in the back of this puppy.
And everybody in the back corner.
And it's going to be, we're trying to find out what the lap record is or the race record is for this course, because today, big chance that either Scallywag or the Oats will break that record.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest in this. I'm getting a bit wobbly in the knees, but yesterday's racing on the Scallywag wasn't all that successful as far as the results go, but a hell of a steep learning curve was achieved. Lots of decisions were made about sail choice.
Absolutely.
Massive day.
Well, the thing is, if that situation arose, say in the Hobart race, and they hadn't come here, it would have been a horizon job and it might have been game, set, match then.
Yeah.
So to be able to go and race for an entire week, 8 races against the Oats, boat on boat, in the same bit of water, is just invaluable knowledge.
Yep. Okay, so that's where we're at. We're just going to circle around here, burn some time off. The Oats boys haven't even got on their machine yet. But within about half an hour, we're thinking that you'll see some action back here and we'll come back and give it to you. Bye for now. 4, 3, 2, 1. No, just the blue Peter, okay? No black flag. Okay, is the heads up, folks. We're inside, almost inside 4 minutes. The start of the South Mole Island Passage race, Warwick. We're down to 1 microphone. Sorry, buddy, we blew one up this morning. So we're going to have to sit tight. This is going to be extremely difficult for us. This boat's going to be flying around and rolling over. So Warwick, we're out of black flag. We're onto a blue flag start.
Well, that's a blue Peter. But yeah, got it right, Killer. No black flag went up there, so you can be on course side prior to the start, and then clear yourself by getting to the start line side. This is going to be, once again, all about, just move back a bit from me, Killer. This is all going to be about really the match race off the line between Oats and Scallywag, and it's really difficult. It's a starboard hand approach. It's a downwind start, so it's a starboard hand approach, basically paralleling the line and then jibing onto port, heading for out of Dent, and then across to the south of South Mole. So 2:48 to go. Still a little bit benign at the moment, but I can tell you what, in about 1 minute, it's going to go off the Richter.
You got that right, Was. We're just glued to the deck here, because when this thing leans over, it leans over size large. So here we go, bear away. We're going to start to engage the Oats.
Get down, Blake.
Just keep your centre of gravity low, Blakey. It's just the bear way to engage with the Oats. Pace goes up. There they are.
Okay, 2:10. So coming in, the Oats is further away from us. They're going to do another turn. They're on course side at the moment. They're going to do a turn around the pen and then come back. We're on opposite jibes. Okay, both boats are on the same jibe now, with Oats about 3 boat lengths to leeward of us. Just ahead of us, we're going to be running out of water real soon, so we'll be initiating a jibe onto starboard. Okay, we're just going deep here. Okay, so at the moment, Killer, this looks pretty good for us. 1:30, if David can just hold this. So we're going to be approaching from course side. Okay, here we go, going into a jibe.
Driving over.
Driving. Okay, I'm all right. We're on starboard. Okay, we're above the Oats and a little bit behind, which is not bad. 1 minute to go. Okay, Matt Humphries will be calling distance or time for us to get back onto course side. Okay, we're coming up now. Where's Blake shooting? He's down there. Davis on the weather helm. Oates to leeward of us. Okay, we're not overlapped. Okay, the call was half a boat length. We've got half a boat length more to get across to the correct side of the line. We're at 35 to go. We've got some IRC boats just above us. Okay, David's getting standby to deploy the big A3. It's the most powerful chute we've got in our wardrobe here. Okay, we're looking okay at the moment. 21 to go. So we're not locked out. Okay, he's calling 2 behind the line. Okay, the Oats is closer to the line than us. They're dialing down. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Okay, basically we're racing. Okay, call for deploy. We're above us. We've got a live. We've got a live above us. Okay, we've got rights over a live. Okay, this is good. The Oats is coming down. Oats is going on to Port Jibe, so they're hoping to cross. We might have rights on Oats. This could be huge here. Just stay on this. Oh, look. Okay, they're calling for starboard. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be really close. He's calling for it. We've got them. We've got them. They've had to go back. Okay, now what's going to happen? We're going to furl. Watch the rigs. The rigs, it's insane. Okay, we're going for a jibe. We're going for a jibe. We're going on to our favourite jibe. We're just beautiful work by David and the team. They just got to get this A3 furled and redeployed. Oates is coming back. He's staying on this Blake. Oates is coming back. Oates is close to having a wipeout here. Close to having a wipeout. They have to get that keel across. Okay, now Oates got to look at the Windex. Okay, we've got to get this puppy fired up or Oates is going to punch out the front of us here. All right, that was really intense. I think the Oates has got quicker line speed on their primaries than what we do. Okay, he's angry, but we've got to calm down. All right, we're going to have to do another jibe again. Oates got ahead, so Oates has broken the overlap. So we're going to have to either dial right down and go slow for a bit, or we're going to have to do 2 jibes, which is undesirable. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, we're going to go low mode here. We've got to go low mode, and we're just heading for the reef. We've got to get a little bit of depth, but critically, Oates broke that low overlap and has got clear air. Okay, we've got more pressure coming down here in a second. Going to help us push down, but Oates has got a little bit better angle. So we're just going to have to, not much is going to happen here for the next few minutes. Really, we're going to have to see, once we get fired up, we'll be starting a hotter angle. And once we get into better pressure, it's a little bit softer in the back of Dent, but when we get to better pressure, we're going to fill up this rear tank, which is about 1.7 tonne of water. And when we came out before, prior to the start, is about 130 true wind angle, so this will be pressed, and let's see how the drag race develops.
Thanks, Waz. Down to one microphone. Warwick did a great job there, bringing you all of that. I was hanging on for grim death. So, Blake, as Warwick said, this is going to be a little soft spot around the back of Dent Island, so we'll turn the camera back on when we heat her up again. Okay, so we're back on the Oats. This is the situation. We're just clearing the back end of Dent Island, still in the lee of the island. But you can see Oats has been carted down. We've got a nice bit of gauge off him, and this is going to be a hot angle. This might help us with this height over them. Warwick, what's your call on this?
Yeah, well, we were just maybe a boat length closer to Dent than the Oats, and that certainly hurt us all that happened after that jibe. But now we get fully powered up. The whole crew is down the back end of this boat, just like a Melges 32, filling. Rear tank's being filled up now. It takes about 2 minutes to get filled up. The intensity is super high. So now we're going to have to see whether we can take something out of the oats as we go down on this angle. But breeze a little bit funky just off the corner here. We're about 45 seconds away from getting full pressure, and then we can start to see how all this normalizes and whether we can get back to the oats. But a pretty frustrated David Witt. And if we just come to your right, Blake, 66-foot Rifle Pew alive, just fully wicked up. Canning keel boat also. So the drag race is on. And the thing is, if you come round to your left, sorry Blake, quickly on the bow, you'll see we're going past another yacht. A whole bunch of other fleets started in front of us, and we're all doing the same race today. So it's going to be like this all the way through, just overtaking and dodging our way through the other competitors in other divisions. So intensity pretty high on the Scallywag.
10-4 on that, Warwick. That bloke that we just shaved past, I think it was Coram, that little yacht, their eyes were bigger than saucers. Oh! So you can feel this boat, it's really tensioned up. We've got water hurtling out of this back tank, so we're full. So that should give us a bit more riding moment. And David wants to sail this thing like a skiff. He wants to bow well up out of the water. And Oates has just caught a glimpse of Wild Oates under there, Warwick. He's really starting to struggle a bit. He's still got a set, but he's right on his ear though down there. This bit of height might help us.
Well, the thing is, we've got slightly different sail configurations. The Oates is running their R1, their reacher, and actually they're trying to get up. They're trying to get height. They're actually got their mainsail inside out down the bottom. Their main's fully eased. So potentially that chute or reacher they got on can go higher than what we've got, but we've got more riding moment. We've got the full crew, over 24 people, 25 people on the windward rail tucked aft. As I said, 1.7 tonne of water right in the back quarter. So this is what we want. We need to be pressed to try and get to Oates. They are struggling. They're trying to get height, main totally inside out.
They're slowed up, mate. There's a result of that.
Yeah, but we've got through a little light patch here. We need this pressure. There is more pressure coming. But we need the pressure to get down. We're actually above lay at the moment.
David could put his bow down quite easily and get the pace that he needs. Whereas Oates is feeling pressure to get up because they don't want to get their bow too far down. I think it's a bit like an 18-foot skiff story. You just got to ride it out, take the depth, then in an 18-foot fashion you get the chute off, but you can't get these off. We're locked and loaded.
All right, so this will all pan out in about, we'll get a better idea in about 10 minutes time, 15 minutes time. So we might come back to you after that, eh, Kilo?
Yeah. We'll just hang on in the meantime. Back to you then.
Okay, we've got a bit more pressure now. You can see the heel angle on the boat, and you can see the spray coming up over the bow at times. And this is what we needed. We needed this bit of extra pressure. We've only just got it. And so we just felt a little bit sticky in that lighter air, but now it's wicked up. We're doing 19s, 19.3, getting up. So sailing at wind speed basically. True wind angle of 134. So this is what we need. And but the Oates certainly got a big jump on us just around the back of Dent, and in that lighter stuff they were wicked up quicker than we were, or earlier than we were. The rest of the fleet in front, the other divisions, we'll be closing in on them very rapidly. Probably about 15 minutes away now from the tip tip of South Mole Island, and then we'll go into a VMG run down the back of the islands before we come up and go upwind towards the finish. Okay, so got a good shot here of stacking it off just like a Meldrews 24 and Meldrews 32. The entire team stuck in the back corner here. Got the bowman, who's normally up the 120-foot forward here on the front of the bowsprit, gets to have a look at the back of the boat and not get so wet for a while. But fully powered up and just trying to make inroads back into the Oats.
Okay folks, we're just instigating a furl and a jibe. Come round a bit, Blake. You can see the Wild Oats went through the same exercise. They've changed sheds, gone up to a big white sucker. So this is the approach, Warwick, down to the end of North Mole, is that the story?
Yeah, correct. So we've got round the tip of South Mole when we're all pressed up. Now we're VMG running down the channel here with the moles on our starboard side. Got West Mole about 60 degrees off from where we're standing now, and now we're basically on lay to North Mole. Well, we'll be dropping the chute and rounding that and then going up Windkiller.
So how long have you been running for now, Warwick? Just over half an hour, I think you said before?
Correct, you've been running for 30 minutes now since the start. We've got about, I just heard Matt a minute ago calling 14 down to the turn, the tip of North Mole, so yeah, so really tearing up the miles.
Yeah, that's for sure. So we'll just enjoy this quiet running down here at a bit of pace, sit in the sun for a bit, and then we'll be on a breeze back into the teeth of it, come back when that action unfolds. Okay, we've got the camera on that pesky little alive, that 66-footer Rykel Pew. They just love this action, Warwick. That thing flies.
Yeah, they've got it fully wicked up, and yeah, I suppose, you know, David's just going to have to look at his sail wardrobe, perhaps. But we're getting to the edge of North Mole. Okay, we're going for a furl now. Okay, the boys are going to fire this. See the spike in the Sparkcraft on the back, and he's going to fire this off. And the boys will do a drop in the cockpit. Oh, the tack's going out. So he's running out of arm length there. They've just gone to leeward. See, they've let the tack line off too much. And they can't fire that. Now he can get to it. Okay, there it goes.
Too much pressure on the camera on him, mate, I think.
Yeah. So
this should be a...
Okay, so now if you come around, Blake, and get North Mole here, we're going to come on a wind here. We're going to get fully loaded up. Got the J4 jib on. Just see Oats in the distance, just punching around in totally clear air. No effect from the island, so they're on their way back to the finish. And, you know, we're maybe 3 minutes behind them. There's a possibility we'll put a reef in here, but we'll let it all settle down, and then David will get a feel of how much power we've got, and then make a decision. And anyway, we're just going to settle this down, and yeah, basically, you know, that was like 44 minutes to the turn. 44 minutes to the turn, and you know, maybe a bit over an hour to get home.
Look forward to the tack. Okay, here goes the tack. We're in off Green Island. Ooh. All hit the other rail. That's what it's like in the back of this thing. You get flung around a hell of a lot. So, ooh, big loon. Big loon.
We've got a keel issue. No, we've got a runner issue.
Yeah. Oh man. There you go.
Watch it.
Watch it, watch it, watch it. So that was caused by nobody on that other winch, didn't let it go in the tack. Things go wrong on these things, and when they go wrong in spades. That was fun, was it? So anyway, getting back to the race, we came right over here, right across the passage to Green Island. We were knocking all the way in here to give us a bit of this lift is what he was looking for, was on the way out. So we're quite high on this tack. So I don't know where Oates is. Have you seen him?
Yeah,
he's crossed over.
Oates has also crossed. The standard play is to go up the other shore like Oates, but we had to try something. We've got some issues going on here. So the A3 nearly went out the side of the boat when we basically tipped over there. So Plenty On just caught out with that. Now we're sort of getting a little bit lifted here. I don't think the Oates has done too much damage to us since we rounded the point of North Mole.
If anything, I think he's got a bit bigger, Warwick. We haven't gone too bad at all in the wind. We've been doing high 11s and sometimes 12s on that dial down there, so we've got it going. So it's been coming along pretty good. So yeah, that's situ. How far to go now? We're going to turn this corner and get up, start opening up Dent Passage, I guess. So we'll shut from this, get some order back into the boat. Waters are being swapped over to this side, and we'll bring you some more action from Scallywag.
Okay, we've got a little bit of an issue with trying to get our leeward board down, centre board down. So without that down, we're just going to be going sideways big time. Okay, we've got the weather board up. He's going to have to stop the boat. Big luff here. Okay, get the pressure of it. Malug is still trying to get it that last little bit down. Okay, now we've got it just about sorted. So just the loads, just huge loads. Unless it gets done in the transition, you just can't get the things down.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, folks, Warwick, we're just on final approach to the finishing line here in Dent Passage. Been a great week of racing, mate, but we'll wrap this race up. What do you think they've learned out of this? They were very excited about that first reach across the southern tip of South Mole. That didn't work out so well. That's where Oates really gave it to them. They ran all right. VMG running was all right, and I thought they came back up on a wind. Didn't lose much to them at all going uphill. So a bit of even stuff, but they got punished going off the line, yeah?
Well, yeah, obviously we saw that. We've got that in the can, the start. So yeah, they got a little bit hurt around the back of Dent on the run. I kind of felt like the tanks just felt like the tanks got filled up too early when we were in lighter pressure. Maybe not as much pressure as we anticipated. Later on in the run, when the angles were full, we were good. But then when we got round the top of South Mole and the Oates put on their soft loft A-sail, we just got absolutely punished. And we saw that with Alive coming to us. Yeah. They've definitely got a deficit in that wind range and angle that they've got to sort out. And as you said, I mean, very hard to make out the beat. I've been running the clock. We're just coming up to 4 minutes now. We're not far away from the line, but we sail very different beats strategically. So yeah, I think the big thing that comes out of this, they've got to work out that big hole with the the downwind.
Yeah, the spinnakers and their A-sails, whatever. They were talking about this, just taking over here, stay with it, Blake. They were talking about they've got a new sail on the drawing board now. They were designing it over the last night and coming across the ferry. Marky Fullerton was pretty happy about what they were going to produce for them. So it's a continuing project. So as far as the week goes, Warwick, I mean, it was just brilliant that they got the boat up here. I mean, given the timelines that they were working with, they got it here to their great achievement, and they really needed to, didn't they? They needed to get into this solid racing with this Oates boat.
Exactly. I mean, as you said, just brilliant with that ram failure they had in the Southport race. Just, you know, all-nighters in the engineering shop to mill up that new cylinder. And as you said, if they hadn't have been here, they would have basically have gone into the Hobart race.
Well, without getting with them.
Yeah, got into the Hobart race without the knowledge that they now have, and that could have been disastrous.
So here we are across the line. That wraps up the racing for 2016 Hamilton Island Race Week. It's a really interesting situation here. This finishing line, and we are about 50 metres to the left of the jet runway, the jet strip, and you can imagine what the height of those masts does to the incoming jet crews, tech crews, etc. It could get really interesting up here, Warwick.
Well, we're told every wave off every lap, if we're in the way or some boat's in the way, costs about $15,000 to do a lap and to do another approach. So, yeah, they want us out of here.
Yes, they do, and I'm pretty happy not to have avgas falling all over me in a lit fashion too. But it's such an exciting place. Really great to be up here, Warwick. Whitsunday, the Hamilton Island Race Week in the beautiful Whitsundays. Sun's out today. You can see all the colours of the water. It's been a hit. Been a bit tiring though, mate.
You're a bit worn out.
Yeah. So anyway, look, Scallywag TV's had a ball. Glad to have done it. Thanks for coming along with us. Hope you get to see all the clips. There's a big steep learning curve in all of those, even for sailors, you know, just general sailors. They just learn a whole pile of stuff.
Yeah.
Watching the boat go around the race course. Fantastic week. So Scallywag TV, we're out of here, and the sail's coming down. Blake nearly copped it on the noggin. Thanks, Warwick.
No worries. Thanks, mate.